Hey guys, this is Matt, and today I'm going to go over the template I use to structure my shoulder workouts. And what I'm hoping is by the end of this video, you'll have a solid template that you can use to structure your own shoulder workouts around, as well as any other workout that you might want to do. And so for starters, I'm going to lead off with the overhead press. This is really just starting off in that classic way for in the gym where you start off with a big compound movement. So, if this was a back day, I'd be doing deadlifts. If this was a bench or a chest day, I'd be starting off with bench. And if this was a legs day, I'd be starting off with squats. It's really about just, finding that compound movement that's going to probably be one of the big powerlifting movements. And as you can tell, I opted to start this with the barbell. You can actually go ahead and do this with dumbbells or a machine, whatever is the most comfortable for you. The point is to make it that big compound movement to start in the most comfortable way that you can. You want to make sure you prioritize safety. And what I'm doing here is I'm keeping the weight constant and doing 3 sets of 5 with about 75 to 80% of my 1 rep max, which is the range you want to stay in if you're going to keep the weight constant. Alternatively, you can use a 5-3-1 progression with the weights, which is actually my preferred way to go. Right now I'm just taking a break from that way of training. And next, what we're going to want to do is some sort of accessory exercise. A lot of times what people will do is they'll do like lateral side raises, which are a great accessory exercise for shoulders. Right now I'm being a little stubborn and I really want to learn how to overhead squat better, so I have substituted in for my accessory exercise overhead squats, which I try to start with a snatch. As you can see, I'm not very good at the snatch, that first fail. And so what I like about this is that it forces me to try something I'm actually not very good at, which I think is what the accessory exercise has a lot of benefit for, is that, you've already gone through and lifted heavy weight with your primary movement. So now you have the chance to, drop the ego, lower the weight, really just focus on form and, get better overall at the skill when it comes to these more advanced movements. And I think it's a great way to really just, this is still working my shoulders quite intensely actually, but I get to kind of focus on something completely different from the overhead press itself. And there you can see, snatch is a little bit better, still quite a ways to go. And after I can pull a good snatch, just work on pulling out those 5 good reps. And for the accessory exercise, if I'm doing something like this, that's still technically another compound movement, I'll keep it to around 5, 3 to 6 reps maybe. But if I'm doing something like the lateral shoulder raises, I'll kind of start playing around more of that 8 to 12 rep range that you might associate with more modern bodybuilding. And lastly, this is something I like to do to finish all of my workouts. I like to finish with some sort of bodyweight movement. And here what I'm doing is I'm going into a little tuck where I'm just kind of rocking back and forth between my toes and my hands. And then what I'll do is on the last rep of any set, I'll actually try to go into a full handstand. And those little rocks back and forth, I try to, actually spend a little time on my hands where I'm contracting my core very forcefully. And this is a great finisher for any shoulder day where you will definitely feel it the next day. And this will benefit if you're trying to progress in doing a handstand. So in summary, the way I like to structure my shoulder workouts is to start with a compound movement like the overhead press, do 3 sets of some sort of heavy weight, followed by 3 sets of an accessory exercise, which can vary. If it's a compound movement as well, I'll stay within the 3 to 6 rep range. If it's an isolation exercise, I'll do more of the 8 to 12 rep range. And lastly, I like to finish with a bodyweight exercise that a lot of times I'll just kind of have to play it by ear to see what rep range I can perform in. And usually try to just do 3 sets of that to try to, get a good workout in and ingrain the skill. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do me a favor and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell so that you get notifications whenever we upload new videos. If you like the information you saw here, there's plenty more over at brawnforbrains.com where you can get free articles and training programs that we put out regularly, as well as whatever else we're up to. And I hope to see you around next time. Train smarter, train stronger.